Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
Summer is here. That puts a lot of strain on your air conditioner. Are you ready? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your air conditioner isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We're fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Homecoming tonight in Buckner. It's fitting that we're chatting with an alum, Robert Lane, a graduate of Oldham County High School, 1997, also a candidate for sheriff. Always great, Robert, to come back to Bell Field.
Yes, sir. It always is. This is a beautiful place, and the field is looking phenomenal nowadays. They've done a great job with this field.
Really is. Brings back some special memories for you. Talk about what you're doing now and what your aspirations are.
Yeah, I'm running for sheriff of Oldham County in May of 2022. It's something I've had my mind at for quite a few years now. Want to be able to continue to do good in my community, and I think obtaining the position of sheriff would allow me to serve the citizens of Oldham County at a higher level and allow me to see things through that I get started a lot of times as constituents and people in my community come to me and ask for assistance. A lot of times I can't get them through to the very end because I can only go so far with stuff. But as sheriff, I can hopefully be able to continue and see them through the process to get them to completely where they need to be for the best results that benefit them and our community in the long run.
I know we've talked in great depth about the major initiatives, things that are really important to you that you like to implement if elected. Could you talk a bit about that?
Yeah, first and foremost, as a sheriff, we're going to continue to do our constitutional duties at the Sheriff's Department, which is law enforcement duties, tax collection, protection of the courts, civil and criminal process of papers and warrants, transporting prisoners across the Commonwealth and United States. As sheriff, I want to continue on what Sheriff Sparrow's done. They've got a great community-oriented office going, but I want to put my touch to that and add more to it. I've got some different things that I'd like to add and do that better benefit the community and the youth specifically. But I'd also, like to have a more transparent Sheriff's Department in the long run and continue to build on the professionalism that agency goes on daily currently.
You mentioned Sheriff Sparrow. I know he's one of a lot of the role models that have been critical in your career.
Yeah, Sheriff Sparrow gave me the first opportunity to be a police officer in Oldham County. I started my career out with him working for free as a special deputy, and then I worked my way up to the courts, and then I worked my way out to the streets. And I went from there to Oldham County Police, then to the State Alcoholic Beverage Control, and then back to Oldham County Police where I'm at now, closing in on the end of my first career and hope to be the sheriff for my second career.
What do you see in terms of the communication with the residents of Oldham County when you're out and about?
Well, I think these people want they want police protection, and they're pro-police out here in Oldham County, which is awesome because there's a lot of other communities in our area that don't get that opportunity. And I've seen it firsthand recently working with other partners in surrounding counties where they're a little bit timid to do things because they're afraid things could happen to them. And it's sad that's that way, but here in Oldham County, these people, they want to be protected. They'll pay to be protected. They respect the police. And numerous times this week on my duties out working with as an officer, I was thanked. And people would come up and give me cards and other officers' cards and just continuously appreciate us. And that's awesome, and that's what happens out in this community.
I want to touch on volunteerism before we wrap up, all the things you're involved with outside of business and work.
Yeah, 12 years ago I started Cops Catching Kindness and Inspiration, Guns and Hoses charity flag football game 12 years ago. And we raised money through different advertisements and sponsor opportunities for people in the community. That's made off, a lot of it's relationships I've built with people in our community already and businesses, and they sponsor it. This year was a record year. We raised about $15,000, and that money's going to go back in our community pretty much 100%, other than what we pay to have our shirts and things like that done. And we're going to give scholarships to the Oldham County Community Scholars Program. I'm also involved with the Oldham County American Red Cross. I'm a board member there, and I'm a board member with the Hometown Pizza's nonprofit group, Every Slice Matters.
Sheriff, candidate for Sheriff Robert Lane, I appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you all very much.
Enjoy the second half. Ought to be a good ball game.
Yes, it should be. Go Colonels.
Well said. We'll echo that. Sheriff Robert Lane, candidate for Sheriff Robert Lane. Take a quick break. Be back second half on the way on Glycod.com.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wood one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Well, Joe, let's reset the table as this second half about to get underway.
Yeah, 0-0. That's classic coach speak right now, but that's what both coaches are telling their teams right now. It's 0-0. Third quarter is the most important quarter of the football game. If you ask me, the momentum is back even, and so whoever's going to create that first big play, whoever's going to draw that first big hit or the first big penalty. But right now you're talking about trying to steal that momentum back on your side in this quarter, and my money is on whoever has the best third quarter is going to win this football game.
Colonels will kick off. Madison Central by 2. Again, 2 key takeaways in this first half, or in that first half.
Yeah, and Madison Central was feeling good about their run game there at the end. They started grinding it down. I was up top, and I saw a replay on Huddle, that holding play they called to take that touchdown away. They had it on repeat. Didn't see much of a hold, but you got to come back and you got to get some juice going here.
Huerta with his second touchback, and Madison Central offense on the field again. Hagan Harrison, the quarterback, in from 40 yards out. That was the first touchdown of the game. Madison Central, not sure how many completions they've had in the first half. It hasn't been many.
Yeah, 1 or 2, I think. And they're gonna lean on this run game. They're gonna lean on Harrison. They're gonna lean on Hensley, and most importantly, they're gonna lean on those boys up front. Their big left tackle over there, I've enjoyed watching him grind it out because he's working hard over there blocking these Oldham County defenders.
That's Malachi Wood, 6'8", 305, already an offer sheet including Kentucky and West Virginia.
Yeah, that's not surprising to me. I could tell just by looking at him move. Had too many people on the field there for Oldham County. That's not good coming out of halftime.
No, it sure isn't. So a free 5. As the Indians will have it from their 25-yard line.
So again, Oldham County's defense played tough in the first half. They got to come out and they got to do more of the same, get that quick 3 and out and get the ball back to their offense here.
Adrian Parks to the right of Harrison, and Parks gets the call, and he's got a burst as he's accelerating into the secondary. Parks trying to go in from 75, and he will.
Wow. No laundry on the field either. Oldham County had the chance at him in the backfield, and they just missed him. You see, and that's what I was talking about right there. First play of the third quarter, who's going to take that momentum? If I could put a microphone on the crowd right now, you'd hear the middle schoolers yelling, but that's about it because it's quiet.
Adrian Parks, his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
And all eyes were on number 20 there, and they just didn't squeeze it hard enough. They had a chance at him, and man, he had a burst. He was fast out of that line of scrimmage.
Nacita's kick is up and in, and Madison Central, a 14-second one-play drive. They take the lead by 9, and we'll be right back on Glycod.
Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. Stinnett Plumbing, proudly serving Oldham County with a complete array of services from faucet fixes to bathroom renovations. Locally owned, built on integrity, and committed to bringing exceptional quality work to you. On call 24 hours a day for emergency repairs. Phone 502-690-3070. Stinnett Plumbing. You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Colonel's trying to respond.
Yeah, Oldham County has got to answer here. Again, third quarter, trying to set the tempo, trying to set the momentum. Oldham County's got to get something going on offense. We're not at make or break point in the game. Oldham County 5-0. They're an experienced football team, but definitely looking for them to answer right now.
High short kick. Alexander cradles it at the 15. Across the 30, and he'll be slung down right there.
So during that timeout there, I saw Coach McBroom working the sideline, trying to get his guys pumped up, keep those heads up. Let's not let them drop. Let's not let them hang. That's what you want from a head coach. You want them to be positive. You want them to be the morale of the team. So I really liked what I saw from him working the sideline after that big play.
Colonel football at their 30. Pair of receivers each side, and Young rolling right. Now he's coming back this way, and he flips it forward, and Ruffin with the catch and close to a first down after Young scooped up his drop.
That's a Sports Center play right there. Rolling right, drop the ball, come back, pick it up, calm, cool, collected, completed pass to his receiver. That's a senior quarterback right there. That's a 3-year starter. But that is impressive. That's not easy to do.
Inside handoff. This will be the shifty Garrison, and Trent Garrison takes it forward for a couple. He'll spell Shepard on this series.
Yeah, so getting that tempo going a little bit. I like that in the first half from Oldham County. They had some big plays going, and they're trying to get a little tempo, a little speed, and they're to the line quick, and they're calling plays.
Rylan Rhodes on the stop. Garrison again with the call, and Garrison at 4 yards short, and it will be a key third down.
Man, he's one broken tackle away from taking that almost the distance there. Those linebackers are tucked up close, and he breaks the tackle. He's got some room to run through the inside there.
2 receivers each side is Young. He's going to float it, and there's a Colonel first down, and Elkins will split defenders and take it to the 38-yard line.
Good ball, good catch. I love that from your senior quarterback and trusty wide receiver out there. Elkins with the touchdown grab in the first half, but nice smooth catch with his hands on the outside. Again, helping Sam by actually catching the ball this year has been huge.
Go hurry up as Young throwing across his body. He's looking for Ruffin.
Got it.
Ruffin, a miraculous catch down
play.
inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark him at the 7, a gain of 31.
Awesome play. That's as good as it gets in high school football right there. Sam Young threading the needle to Justin Ruffin there on the corner route. Just a perfectly thrown ball and an even better catch. I'm impressed with that.
Ruffin doing it a little bit in different concoctions. Couple of big defensive stops. That a miraculous grab. And Oldham trying to respond. First and goal. They'll mark it now at the 8.
Got to finish. Tight formation, tight end, double tight here. Look for Sam to keep the ball.
Alexander split to the left. This is Shepard. Caden Shepard. Foot in the ground forward for about a yard.
I'm keeping the ball in Forrest's hands here. You know, he's got you down the field this far. Man, I have a really hard time as a head coach, as a play caller, giving the ball up and not putting it in Forrest's hands, whether it's a run or pass. Haven't really seen a designed run for him yet. Now would be a great time, but we're going under center, so inside handoff or bootleg play action.
Second down and goal from the 7. Yeah, Shepard, the back behind Young.
You know, they scored down here against South Oldham just sneaking it. Sam Young just took it and ran his feet forward, and they scored from about this distance.
Shepard again with the call, and it'll take a core of tackles to bring him down as Shepard drags tacklers down to the 3.
Good push. Good push by Oldham County's Big Uglies down there, getting behind that running back and just driving their feet, and they're on the ball quick. They're going, what do we got here, about 3 yards?
Third down and goal, unquestionably 4-down territory for Oldham. With 8:50 in this third, and there's a flag.
Weren't set. There's going to be a false start. That's huge.
So third down and goal coming up from the 7.
So again, I'm going to say the same thing even after that penalty. They were going to sneak it right there. Young, he was going to walk in the end zone too, but we got third and goal from about the 8. You can't hand this ball off. I mean, you just can't. You got to put it in Forrest's hands. You got to get him on the edge and make Madison put some pressure on that Madison Central defense. Is he going to run it or is he going to throw it? But you got to get him on the edge right here and let him make that decision.
Elkins split out far wide. Ruffin the target underneath us to the near side. Third down and goal from the 7. There's Young rolling. Sprinting to the boundary, and Young diving for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they gave it to him, but I don't know if he got there. But good play. It's exactly the call you got to have here, under center even. You put him under center with that fullback so tight, you make that defense think that they're going to hand it off, and he just takes it and sprints to the pylon. You know, that receiver on the outside did a great job of occupying that defensive back, kept his back turned him the whole time. And
Colonels go for 2. Shepard with the pitch, and Shepard plowing his way in. And the Colonels now within 1.
Yeah, I didn't even notice them lining up to go for 2 there, but great play call. Now, hey, that's exactly what you wanted if you're Oldham County. You're feeling great.
And we'll keep things here, a 16-15 Colonel response, and back to that Young touchdown rush, just what you want to try to get him outside and force the defense to be honest.
Yeah, whenever you do that, you put pressure on the defense. You know, you make them play disciplined. You make them follow their rules, and right there, you know, playing man-to-man on the outside, you know, again, you got under center, you put that running back up tight, you saw the defensive formation just suck into the line of scrimmage, and there was nobody outside for contain, and Sam Young did what he does also often with his 10th rushing touchdown on the season right there.
Madison Central back to return. West and Kinley. Indians 5-1 on the year. Their lone loss week 1 to Kentucky's top 2A team, Lexington Christian. Since it's been 5 straight wins, including a nice win over 1A Power Pikeville last week. And Huerta to kick, seeking his 3rd touchback, and Kinley will not even offer at it.
So both these teams being tested right now. You're testing their character, you're testing their attitude, you're testing their leadership. When you go back and forth like this, big play after big play, you know, touchdown and answer the touchdown. Like, everything about your team is being tested in this moment. Your coaching staff, your ability to stay calm and cool. And now I'm looking for Madison Central, like we talked about, to the keys to the victory, to hold the ball here, to be efficient on offense, to run the ball well, and keep that Oldham County offense on the sideline and let them cool off a little bit.
Harrison in the shotgun. Adrian Parks, 75-yard touchdown rush last time. This is Hensley, and he'll power his way close to a first down.
Good run. You want to see more of that if you're a Madison Central fan. Leaning on those big boys up front, and they're starting to find their groove running the ball. It happened late in the second half, and they're finding some lanes. They got something they like right now. Look for Oldham County to mix it up. Coach Oldham to show them a different front, send some pressure here inside, give them something different.
Wade Metling trying to force it at the point of attack at Hensley, out for a first down, but a flag
Hold.
thrown by the umpire. That's the one piece of this game for the Indians that's been dissatisfactory.
Yeah, you can call holding on every play in high school football and really college football, NFL football. You could call it every play. What you got to look at as an official is the hold impacting the play, and then if the answer to that is yes in the split the second, you got to make that call, then you throw the flag. But you can call it every play.
Isaac Meyer, Cameron Pittman check in for Oldham. Defensive lineman inside, second down and 13 from the 18.
Different formation here. We haven't seen this bunch formation by Madison Central yet, so let's see what they do out of it.
Back to handoff. Parks trying to get outside. Adrian Parks brought down at the 19-yard line. Nice open field blast.
We're going to get a penalty here
by Monteleone and Tayshawn McBroom.
He is upset.
He's going to force Isaac Starr off the field.
Yeah, he just little extra there, little extra. He just picked a Madison Central player up and slammed him down. You can't do that in high school football. It's not WWE. You gotta keep your composure out there. You gotta stop on the whistle. And I haven't seen a coach sprint on a field like that in a long time. And he dragged his butt off the field. He didn't like that at all.
Well, it was going to be third down and about 12-ish or 11. And a personal foul will be an automatic first down. A key play in this game.
Yeah, it's huge. That is huge. I mean, just talked about it. Sustain a drive. Keep that Oldham County offense off the field. So I understand Coach McBroom being as fired up as he was there as a head coach. I've shown that kind of passion before. You want your team to be disciplined. You talk about that all the time of stopping on the whistle, play tough, and then sometimes it's hard though. Like, you're a football player, you're in the heat of a game, but you gotta learn how to let up there.
From the 34, first down and 10. Jaden West split out wide for Madison Central. Hensley twisting and turning up to the 39-yard line.
Good tough run, 5 yards on first down. That's a great first down run play. Second down, we've seen Madison Central when they've wanted to take some chances, they wanted to put the ball in the air and throw it deep. They've done it on second down. So, that could be possible right here depending on what Oldham County shows them defensively.
Under 7 in this third quarter.
And they may have it if they want it. They're playing man-to-man out here on the outside. Now it's Justin Ruffin, who's probably their best cover guy. So, but if you want it, you could take a shot right here.
Harrington, and he sure will. And he will overthrow Jaden West as West had a stride at the 29-yard line. Davis in pursuit.
Yeah, I like the shot. I'd have come to this other side. They threw it to the side. The free safety was cheating. I mean, they had legit one-on-one over here, but just off the fingertips, had a chance at it. But now you're third and 5. You can get back into a run game here. You can show Oldham County what you've been doing all game.
From the 37-yard line, third down and 5. Colonel defense trying to get off the field.
Calm plays, let them get set. Now they got what they want.
Harrison inside to Hensley. Hensley cannot break contain. And the Colonels gang tackle Hensley. It's fourth down and 5.
Yeah, great job by Oldham County defense overcoming that personal foul penalty to get him in a fourth down here. Oldham County or Madison Central is going to put the punt team on, and Oldham, big penalty, but didn't hurt you. So if you're that player that committed that foul, you're feeling okay about it.
That was Sam Oldham on the stop.
Coach Oldham's kid.
Sam Young back to return this kick, both he and Justin Ruffin for Oldham County. And it's a fake. Harrison for a fake, and he's got the first down. He twists across midfield to the Oldham 49.
Wow. Good call. Good call. I didn't think a fake was coming, and that's usually the best time to run it is when you're not thinking about it. Oldham County was very content with just trying to play their punt return and get the ball back, but that's a new punter back there. I guess you got to know that when they put a new punter back in. He's not the guy that kicked it in the first half. So
well, it's Hagan Harrison that was back, quarterback, back to punt that ball.
Yeah, so when he goes back for that, we should be alert and fake. We should be yelling that out. It should be an easy one to catch, but Madison Central stays on the field, sustaining the drive.
First down and 10 from the Colonel 49. This is Parks with the tote. Tough inside running.
Good job by Oldham County's defense. They're being tested really, really tough right now, and they're holding up. They're holding up their end of the deal. They're sticking their faces in the gaps that they need to. They're making tackles, and they're playing disciplined football. So it's just a matter of time maybe before they pop a ball out, they get themselves a turnover, and they're rewarded for their hard work.
From the 48 now of Oldham, it's 2nd down and 9.
Again, you look at all the guys around the line of scrimmage for Oldham County, trying to confuse that offensive line of Madison Central. Who's coming, who's bailing, who's dropping.
2 receivers each side. Harrison back inside. He'll take it a couple yards short of a first down.
Yeah, there's that option play. And if you're that defensive end, you want to make him pitch it. You're kind of sitting in no man's land. You're sitting in, playing it safe, but you got to attack one way or the other. And if I'm Oldham County, I want the ball out of 20's hands. So attack the quarterback, make him pitch the football, and I want the ball in the running back's hands. A big third down right here.
It sure is for both teams. 3rd down and 2 from the Oldham 41-yard line. Harrison, he's going to flip it. Hensley bulldozes his way a first. Across the 40 down to the 34-yard line.
So continue to sustain, get another first down, control that clock, control the ball, and they're eating at it right now. When they got the ball, there was 8 minutes on the clock, and we're down about 3:40 and winding. So if you're in the driver's seat of Madison Central right now, you're feeling good. You got to finish this though. Can't hold the ball this long and not come away with points. So if Oldham County does their job and they get off the field right here without giving up any points, it doesn't matter.
A big 4th down rush on that punt attempt. Woo! And Parks blasted back for a loss. Back to the 43 it is. It's Sam Young knifing through.
He's tired. He's tired of not playing ball. He's back there and he's playing free safety, and they sent him on a blitz and said, go get that ball back for yourself, man. And he's downhill fast and loss of 5 yards right there. So Sam Young on defense trying to help Sam Young on offense.
2nd down and 14 from the Oldham 41. So we slide under 3 minutes in this third quarter. 2 receivers near side, 1 target to the far.
A lot of space there in the middle. Let's look for an inside run play.
Harrison, so nimble, so quick, and dragging Oldham tacklers down inside the 20 for a first down.
He is good. He is a tough one to get a rein on. But on that defensive front, I mean, I know what Coach Oldham calls it. He calls that 33. He's putting his two tackles in 3 techniques. You're leaving that inside gap wide open. So, again, they ran that option play. They've had a lot of success on it, but that's just an athlete being an athlete. Like, he took his foot in the ground and got straight up field.
From the 21, first down and 10.
So a little bit different of a look here. Okay, 2 backers inside the box. Sam Young shading the high safety.
Same play call. Harrison again. Gain of a couple across the 20-yard line.
Yeah, you gotta feed your workhorse. You gotta feed your bell cow. And like I was saying, when Oldham County had the ball down here, you gotta know you got to know who's gonna take you to the promised land here, and keep the ball in your best player's hands, whether that's run or pass. And Harrison's definitely a runner, so again, you can be smart a little bit. You can do some coaching right now. I'm thinking everybody's keying on 20. So what you got in your playbook to draw up to maybe get somebody else involved and catch Oldham sleeping a little bit?
Wesley Rios-Laura on that stop. 2nd down and 8. Hensley this time gets the call. Breaking tackles. And an Indian first down.
What a run. What a run. He runs hard. And he may be a little upset. He got a touchdown taken away from him in the first half. So, so we're going 2nd and goal right here. Oldham County back against the wall. Again, testing your character, as a defense and as a team right here. We got to get a little energy going. You got to have a leader on that side of the ball that's trying to pump you up and find a way to get the crowd involved, too. If I'm on the field, I'm calling for some noise. You got to get a little juice right here.
First down and goal from the 6. A rapidly moving and exciting third quarter.
Here we go. Come on. Got to get a little energy. Got to get a stop. Big play right here. Comes Sam Young again.
Harrison finds Hensley. Hensley evading tackles. Going to be just a little bit short as he's brought down inside the 1.
Yeah, it is. This has been an outstanding drive by Madison Central. They've had the ball for about 8 minutes, I believe. Maybe 8, like I said, 8. There was like 8:40 on the clock when I think they got the ball for this drive, and they've taken the whole clock. And
Harrison
touchdown.
In for a touchdown on a quarterback keeper, and Madison Central now leading 22-15.
So the good news is if you're Oldham County, you've shown the ability to respond. You've shown that, hey, you can have that drive, you can score. But we trust our offense, we trust our quarterback, we trust our play calling, and we know that we can answer, and they're going to need it here quick.
This a pivotal point after would make it an 8-point game as Nasita, 22 of 23. Check that, 22 of 24 on the season. And this one might be a little bit lengthier than it normally would.
Back up to that field goal range.
Those 2 turnovers in this first half, very, very pivotal as Madison Central trying to hang on.
Yeah, it's tough. That the last interception at the end of the half, Sam was trying to make something happen, but, that first turnover, on the muff punt, they still didn't get any points out of it. So, it still means something in the stat line, but Oldham County's handled both those turnovers pretty well.
Kinley to hold. And Nasita's kick.
Got it.
Is inside and through. 23-15. We'll be right back on Glycod.com.
Summer is here. That puts a lot of strain on your air conditioner. Are you ready? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your air conditioner isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We're fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Colonel football, 30 seconds in the third quarter. Chris Labar, Joe Gamsky, producer Jeff Cooper back live in Buckner. Oldham County trying to respond after Hagan Harrison's second touchdown rush. Here's Trey Cotton on the return, and he'll be brought down right at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, not this time. That was the same thing he did in the first half, where like he was going to the middle of the field and tried to hit the sideline. I still think they got something up the middle of the field. If their backside of that kickoff return will block, they got some move to the middle of the field. But senior quarterback taking the reins again, knows he's got an answer, and everybody feeling confident that he's going to do so.
Davis and Elkins split out wide. Wes Alexander near side. First down and 10 Colonels, says Young. Rolling right, he's going to float it to Elkins. Incomplete.
Young doesn't miss much, but that's actually a good miss. That safety had a good read on that. So, again, you put the ball where only your guy can catch it or nobody can catch it. So, that's a pretty good miss right there by number 4. It wasn't there, almost like he's thrown it away. I think he wanted the quick out at first, but Madison Central's maybe got a beat on that play on the bootleg, and they rolled quickly to cover that out route, and just nothing was there.
Big drive here for Oldham as they try to respond. Can ill afford 3 and out. Trips to that far side, a design draw, and Young needs the 30, and he'll lunge to the 27.
Good play call right there. Move the down marker up. You're in 3rd and manageable right now. We got a player down. Oh, he's gonna pop up. Maybe cramping. Oh, good quarter went out. Yeah, he's cramping.
Big 3rd down coming up. 3rd down and 3 for Oldham when we return to Bell Field. Right after this on Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville. You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
A big 3rd down coming up on the docket for the Colonels from their 27-yard line.
Yeah, moving into the 4th quarter, you almost think where you are on this field, like if you don't get it, you got to kick it away and trust that defense. You don't want to give Madison Central a short field, but they're not thinking that right now. They're thinking we're going to pick this up. You got Coach McBroom, your best play in your playbook is what you got to come up with right here.
Garrison to the right of Young. 3 to that far side, and Young needing the 30, tucks it up inside, and it looks close.
Yeah, that's a good spot. That's a great Oldham County spot. I don't know that he got that far, but hey, let's keep the game playing, I guess.
1st down, Colonels. The linesman on the near sideline, as Joe mentioned, an advantageous spot.
Very much.
1st down, Oldham.
And that's one of those things as the coach on the sideline. You're just saying, he got it. Come on, move up a little bit more, and it worked.
And around. Garrison will twist forward for a couple.
Running hard, if you're Oldham County, you're thinking about the score right now. You're 8 points down. Like you got it. You're in a good situation to control the game right now.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6, Oldham County from their 35-yard line. Colonels ranked 3rd in the 6A RPI, coming in Madison Central 5th. Garrison, a blast up the middle on a quick hitter.
He's running hard.
Across the 40-yard line. 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, Trent Garrison, number 24 there. But prior to this game, only 11 rushing attempts on the season for 39 yards, and they're trusting him here late in the game. You got to wonder if something's up with Shepard, if he's not running well, or
3rd down and 1. Young outside, breaks a tackle. 1st down.
That's who you want the ball in his hands on the big plays, on the third down plays. Just trying to get that first down, keep that clock moving, and he's working. Sam Young looks like he may be a little bit tired, getting a little gassed here, but he's going to tough it out and he's going to play hard the rest of the game.
That was Edgerrin Sweat that had an opportunity in space, and Young evading him for a key first down. Oldham football now at their 44 as this drive began right at the 20. 2 receivers each side. Young back to throw, trying to set up a screen, and Garrison with the grab, breaking a tackle. Trent Garrison, a first down.
Great play call. Haven't seen a screen on either side of the game yet, so great play call there. Rushing hard, trying to key on Sam Young. So great job there, setting up the hurry up. Let's go.
From the 44, under 10 in the fourth. Young to the strong side, and he'll one-hop Elkins.
Yeah, just missed that one. Let the ball go a little too quick. Drove the ball into the ground there, but that it doesn't hurt. Just second down, stops the clock a little bit, lets you regroup, get in a huddle. It's tough right now in high school ball to get in that hurry up and go. You're already a little winded, getting tired. So let's see if maybe they pull back on that tempo a little bit and just try to be good, sound, precise execution.
Dustin Cowan checks in the formation. Reserve running back. It's second down and 10 Oldham County from the Madison Central 44. Clock idle at 9:49. Garrison across the 40. Third down and about 6.
Yeah, so good run play there. You're in third and manageable now, so your whole playbook is open. You have the option for Sam to throw the ball. You have the option to get him on the edge and let him run, kind of like I was saying, down when they were in the red zone. If you got to stress that defense, put some stress on him. Him sitting back in a drop back is not really going to stress that defense. Get him on the rollout. He's a lot more accurate when he throws from the run than when he does from the pocket.
Just over 9 minutes now. 4 down territory for Oldham. From the Indians' 40. And Ruffin, a low pass. Ruffin appeared to have some space out there. He will catch it for a gain of about 3.
Yeah, you want to catch the ball, but almost on that, just let it go. But you got to stay on your feet. Sam's got to give him a better ball on that quick pass. He's got to stick him in the numbers, and did have room, but huge play right here. We could be looking at game.
4th down and 8 from the Madison Central 39 with 8:35 in the fourth. Young back to throw, plenty of time, looking for Davis. And Young.
Yeah, I don't, not even close on that one there for 4. Again, I'm wondering if he's just starting to get gassed. He's doing a little bit of everything. But also with the route combo, you run a shallow post across the middle of the field with 2 high safeties. Maybe not the best route combo to run there. But he was looking to throw that whole time. You could tell he was not really engaged in the run, looking for his lanes there. He wanted to put the ball in the air on that. Now, Madison Central has a chance to close the game out. Their last scoring drive, they got the ball with 8 minutes on the clock. There's 8 minutes on the clock right now. They're up 8. Can they wind this clock down far enough?
This will be Parks. Nimble run for a couple. Parks, a key run in this game. First play from scrimmage in the third quarter, 75-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, he's got some boosters, man. He's got some speed, so you don't want to let him get out in space. Bottle him up if you're Oldham County. Defense has played well for the most part this game. You need one more stop right now if you're the Oldham County defense.
2nd down and 7, and Madison Central going to take ample time between plays.
Absolutely. All the time you need, take it.
Harrison to Hensley, and there's a burst and a first, and there he goes. Brady Hensley in for a touchdown of 56 yards.
Yeah, so Oldham County sent some pressure. They sent all those linebackers through the middle of the defense, and if you don't make contact, there's not a whole lot of people. There's not really anybody else back there to make that tackle. Playing man-to-man, no high safety. So that's your real gamble when you do that on the defense. And Madison Central got it blocked, and good good play, good run from the running back there. And, now really going to put some pressure on Oldham County. They're going to have to get in that hurry up, and they're going to have to make things happen.
Nasita, they were going to have a fake kick, and scrambling in for the 2-point conversion. That'll be Jeffrey Kinley.
So now you're down 2 scores and 2 2-point conversions. It's going to put a lot of pressure on you as Oldham County defense, but you got 7.5 minutes, 3 timeouts, senior quarterback. We've seen these receivers make plays today, so I'm not discounting this team yet. They got some firepower in their back pocket, and I've seen them score quick too. So, it's all about your attitude right now. It's all about your mindset as a football team. What are your leaders saying on the sideline? What are your coaches saying in the huddle? Can we do this? Do we believe in ourselves? Those are all the words that you're looking to hear right now on the sideline.
Brady Hensley with that touchdown rush. Now over 550 yards on the ground, his 11th touchdown of the season. This Indian offense well over 250, I would have to assume, as a team rushing tonight.
Man, they run the ball well. They remind me about they were almost like that Kentucky team back when Lynn Bowden was their quarterback, and there was a game I think they played and they threw the ball once or twice, and and everybody knew they were going to run it, and they were still able to run it. And it looks, this Madison Central team, they know what they want to do. They've asserted their will, and they're executing it.
So the Indians by 16. It's a high but short kick.
Hit the middle.
Alexander will cradle it and take it across the 25-yard line.
Ball came out, but they're gonna say the play was dead. Forward progress was stopped. So.
There comes Sam Young out in the Colonel huddle.
Yeah, so you got to push the ball down the field right now. I mean, be efficient with your play calling. Get the ball to the sideline. You want to still save those timeouts. It's not the drive you really want to use those on, but you got to get in the end zone, and you got to move the ball in chunks.
4 receivers, 3 to that far side. Young going to heave it. Rolling left, and he's going to float it out, intended for Davis, and a flag. The late flag was Young roughed.
Yep.
He sure was.
Yeah, I didn't see it. My eyes were downfield looking at the routes, but I guess they took a free shot there on number 4. And, hey, you take the penalty to get the hit on the quarterback in this point in the game, maybe a fair trade-off. Number 4 is hobbling a little bit. He looks like he's a little bit worn down. So, if you're Coach McBroom and you're calling plays, you got to protect him here. The goal's to move the ball in chunks, but at the same time, you don't want to get your star hurt right here. So you got to protect him in some way, whether that's when you roll out, leave an extra blocker in. That running back's got to stay in for protection.
From the 42-yard line, Colonel's needing points in a hurry. Looking for Elkins on a release, and nice tight coverage on the corner by Andre Smith.
Yeah, I talk about this every week when I talk about the deep ball and I talk about that fade. That receiver has got to stay more into the field of play. You make it such a hard throw for your quarterback when you're running down the hash. You gotta run right at the bottom of those numbers and give your quarterback room to throw it to the sideline, and then you can fade out. But it's something tough to do as a high school receiver, but that's something that is a skill that we'd always talk about on our coaching staff of holding the red line is what you call it. The guys on Saturday and Sunday, that's what they talk about, is holding the red line that goes right between the numbers and the hash marks.
From the 42, Young has a trio of receivers, and he'll lead Elkins for an incompletion. Had Ruffin in the vicinity as well.
Yeah, had a couple guys open, just a little bit off with the ball right there. Elkins was open on the out route breaking, and you gotta give him something to catch, get your feet in bounds. and, stop the clock. But that would have been a first down. I might come back to that. Maybe a little double move here since they've seen that route a couple times. Maybe pump the out route and send them up. See if you can get something down the field and maybe get a quick strike here.
3 of them to the near side, 1 target to that left. 3rd down and 10. Young, he's going to call his own number, and he's going to get the first down as he slips across the 45 down to the 43 and a gain of 15.
And they need to get on the ball, and they need to go. They need to get on the ball, and they need to go right here. We don't have time to get in a huddle. They got to move, but it looks like we're going to huddle up, and we're going to call it. 7 minutes and counting.
From the 43. Trips to the near side. What's Young going to do? Plenty of time. Dumps it short. Nice catch coming back to meet that is Jacob Davis at the 31 and a first down.
Yeah, great job up front, giving Sam all the time in the world to throw that ball. Madison Central sitting back playing coverage, being content with rushing 4. And everybody's getting a little bit tired right now. You see hands on hips. This is where those extra gassers come into play. Kids get upset when you run those extra sprints, but here's where it matters.
Young back to throw, looking in the end zone for Ruffin.
Oh.
Interception. Young's 2nd pick. The Colonel's 3rd turnover. And Madison Central brought down right at midfield. Pick off by Mitchell.
Wow. Yeah, good play by that cornerback. I don't know if they were trying to throw a back shoulder right there, because it kind of looked like the trajectory of that ball, like Sam was trying to hit him on the back shoulder going towards the sideline, because it wasn't high arching ball. It didn't look like he was trying to throw the fade, even though it's what the route looked like. He either underthrew it or just a great play by that cornerback to jump the back shoulder route and pick it off.
Colonel still with 3 timeouts remaining. Harrison finds Hensley, and Hensley, he might get another score as he scoots down that far sideline. Back in play, and Lavelle tackles him at the 30. Of 22.
And it matters right now what Oldham County does on defense, because the points you score in your district games matter. If you come down to a tie-breaking situation where we're 2-2 in the district and we're tied with somebody, the amount of points you've scored against district opponents ends up being your tiebreaker. So, Oldham County getting a stop right here. Maybe the game's out of reach, maybe not. But either way, finding a way to not let Madison Central put any more points on the board is meaningful.
That's a great point. Under 6 minutes to play. Hensley again, identical play call, and Hensley, healthy chunk of about 8 yards. And the Indians feeling it on that far sideline.
Yeah, they're letting them know it too. They're grinding. This is a tough team, man. I mean, credit to Coach Holcomb over there from taking this team from almost last in the district to battling for first. This squad has impressed me tonight. And Oldham County's played tough. I still think Oldham County's legit. They're a good football team. But Madison Central's been better tonight.
2nd down and 4 under 5 minutes to play. Harrison to Hensley again, and that's the recipe here in the waning moments, and another Madison Central first down.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, just keep running the same play. You're winding that clock. You're keeping them in bounds. You're going to force Oldham County to use those timeouts at some point. Or they're just going to be content with taking this game to zeros.
Colonel's on the road next week at Bryan Station. Bryan Station ranked 4th in the 6A RPI.
Yep, that'll be a tough matchup too. I mean, if this game shakes out the way it's looking right now, Oldham County's going to be really tested with how they come back to practice next week.
From the 17, there's Harrison scrambling back near side of flag.
Flags all over the field.
And Harrison twisting in a hard run, but that play likely coming back with a hold.
Yeah, so I'm going to say the same thing about Harrison that I said about Young at this point. Like, he's ran the ball well. He's a tough player. He's a good player, but don't put him in a position to get hurt here at the end of the game. You've had some other guys that are running tough, Hensley and
Parks.
They've ran tough. So let them finish this game out and let 20 kind of feel confident with what he's done so far.
This will be Madison Central's 6th win in succession. Colonels likely suffering their first loss of the year.
This gives Oldham County a chance first and long. This is maybe the opportunity to use your timeouts right here and get the ball back with some decent field position.
Harrison, quarterback keeper, gain of a couple. Again, making his 3rd straight start. Elijah Steele, the sophomore, started the first 3. And Harrison clearly an exceptional runner.
Yeah, not surprising why he's in there with a team that wants to run the football. Their passing game has consisted of just taking some fade shots down the field, a couple play actions they've ran, but other than that, this team, what their identity is when you watch them on film. They want to run the football, and you got to stop it. And Oldham County did a great job for 3 quarters, and the 4th quarter's been kind of hard.
In the belly of Hensley, across the 20, close to the initial line of scrimmage. 3rd down and about 11.
So they're going to take their time here. They're going to let that clock wind down a little bit. Use all of the play clock as possible, and we've seen the play they want to run. Whether it's that off-tackle play or they want to just leave the ball in Harrison's hands, Oldham County's got to get 2 plays here. Still haven't used any timeouts left, still trying to hold out hope that maybe they can get a stop and save those timeouts for offense.
Hensley behind Malachi Wood, trying to prod his way to a 1st down, be a few yards short.
It's 4th down, and is he out of bounds? Did they stop the clock? No, they're still running it.
2:27 now, a little bit less than that.
You're going to leave the offense on the field. You're gonna go for this here just to, kind of wrap the game up. You could put the field goal unit on and try to widen the margin a little bit, but you're running the clock down. It's not going to hurt you to continue just to run a play here. You take it down as long as you can and call a timeout. Not sure what's happening. They got 2 guys standing on the other calling a timeout.
Yeah, you've done this before, Joe.
Yep.
You've seen this a time or two. Former North Oldham head coach Joe Gamsky with us tonight.
Yeah, mostly, unfortunately, mostly on the Oldham County side of this. But, and it's tough, but you learn a lot from your losses. You learn a lot in defeat. And this is why kids play the game of football. It's why we coach it, because it's character building. And, when you get back to practice next week, it's all about how you're going to approach it. Are you going to, we lost the game, our season's over, or we're going to try to be positive and be like, hey, we got beat. Like, we didn't lose, we got beat. And so what are we going to do this week to come back and not have that same outcome the next week? That's the challenging and exciting part of coaching and playing this game.
Well, certainly these 2 teams could meet again, perhaps here in a handful of weeks. Already week 8 of this season.
Gone by quick, hasn't it?
Woo. 1:58 on the timer, and Madison will go for it here from the Oldham 12, 4th down and 4. Tucked under, Hensley sneaks through, 1st down. And that will do it.
Yep.
Well, the folks beneath us getting an early start home.
Yeah, I'm impressed with this Madison Central team. I think they've played hard. They're a tough team, and Coach Holcomb has got this squad, playing with a new mindset, playing with a new attitude of run the football. If I remember watching them on film last year, I think they put the ball in the air, 20, 30 times a game, and we've seen maybe 5 passes tonight. So it's just a completely different mindset.
Mike Holcomb in retirement, pseudo-retirement for the last 5 years, although he was a volunteer assistant at Breathitt County, but just a tremendous career, 295 wins after tonight, 3-time state champion, and a group that won 42 straight games during his tenure at Breathitt County. Just a remarkable career and a likable head coach as Hensley will duck it forward.
Yeah, again, I can't see Madison Central taking a knee. I can't see him doing anything else but trying to score here to end out the game. Like I said, these points matter. So they're gonna take their time, but they're gonna run another play. They're gonna try to put this ball in the end zone.
Second and goal from the 1. Stay tuned for our most outstanding player at the conclusion of this game, presented by Anderson Sales and Service. Also have a look at your area scoreboard at the bottom of your screen from LaGrange Service Center. Lots of key games tonight, and a class move by Coach Holcomb and the Indians. They'll take a knee and win tonight 31-15. We've seen a lot of coaches this season score points here in this situation, but kudos to the visitors tonight.
Yeah, that's definitely a classy move. You could have easily ran a play and put it in the end zone and got some more points there, but this was a really good football game tonight. It ended up being a 2-score game, but a really, really tough battle, hard-nosed game. Oldham County's going to learn a lot from this. Learn a lot from this defeat. Coaches are going to learn a lot, and Madison Central is going to feel really good about this win as well.
Coaches, players shake hands. Madison Central, the winner, 31-15, back to Belfield at Chris Landers Stadium after this on Glycon.
Summer is here. That puts a lot of strain on your air conditioner. Are you ready? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your air conditioner isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We're fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Colossians 3:23. Stinnett Plumbing, proudly serving Oldham County with a complete array of services from faucet fixes to bathroom renovations. Locally owned, built on integrity, and committed to bringing exceptional quality work to you. On call 24 hours a day for emergency repairs. Phone 502-690-3070. Stinnett Plumbing.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wood one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Watts Home Center. Whether it's building, restoring, or improving your home, visit the experts at Watts. 2350 Commerce Parkway in LaGrange. Watts Home Center. Design that feels like home.
Disappointing night tonight for the Colonels of Oldham County as they fall to Madison Central 31-15. Kudos to the Indians, a dominant second half.
Yeah, well-played game on both sides. We knew it was going to kind of be a slugfest. Both teams like to run the football. And so, you got to give credit to Madison Central. They ended up asserting their will just a little bit more than Oldham County was able to do. So, like I said, Oldham County is going to learn a lot from this. Coach McBroom himself, first-year head coach, first time he has to address his team in defeat, has to plan practice after a loss. So he's going to be able to learn a lot from his staff, learn a lot from his kids after this week.
Superior ground performance tonight for the Indians. Dominant.
Yeah, they had, they got some special runners over there, man. That between that quarterback and those pair of running backs, Hensley and Park, and then Harrison, that three-headed monster, man, that's going to be hard for a lot of people to plan for and scheme for. And then, you don't run the ball anywhere without some good guys up front, and they got some big boys up front. You mentioned the tackle that already has some offers from UK and West Virginia, and he was out here grinding. It looked like he was pushing guys to the fence. That's great to see, and that's why you run the ball so successfully, and why you're able to sustain that run through the game is because you have guys like that'll push.
Colonel's a -3 tonight, turnovers, and for Sam Young, 2 picks. Just didn't seem like he had his best effort, best game.
No, he definitely a little bit off. The accuracy was off. Late in the game. And maybe he was a little bit winded. He ran the ball a little bit more than maybe we've seen in previous games, so we got late game situation, and that affects your ball placement. That affects where you're going to put that ball and how tight of a window you can make it for your receivers. So yeah, just a little bit off. Again, like the first interception into the half, trying to make something happen, but the one at the end of the game there, that was a great play by Madison Central's DB to turn around, find that ball, and catch it too.
Looking at the scoring recap, Parks, a big play to start this second half after a 5-yard penalty. First real play from scrimmage, 75-yard touchdown rush. And really, the game was almost in Madison's favor at that point.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you're looking at a two-score game. You got to get 2 extra points. I mean, they had the momentum. And, going back to that third quarter, Madison Central had the best third quarter. They had the big run play right out of the gate of the third quarter, and kind of never gave that momentum back. I mean, Oldham County did score, after that, but Madison Central sustained, and they like I said, that big drive in the third quarter. They got the ball with 8:40 on the clock, and they used every bit of that time. And drove down and scored in the third quarter, and that's what you do, man. That's good football right there.
Madison Central a winner, 31-15. Be right back on Glycod.
Robert Lane is not a seasoned politician. He grew up in Oldham County and has been in the trenches alongside first responders for over 20 years. As sheriff, he will provide fresh, community-oriented policing perspectives while maintaining a duty to serve citizens fairly and impartially. Vote for a candidate with a servant's heart. Vote Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff, committed to community.
I'm Robert Lane, and I approve this message.
Paid for and approved by Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff.
Looking for new ways to connect with your customer? Did you know that local grassroots marketing is the most effective? For a successful economic approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027. Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Summer is here. That puts a lot of strain on your air conditioner. Are you ready? Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your air conditioner isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We're fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Welcome back to Bell Field at Chris Landers Stadium. A very special night as Chris Landers Stadium, for the first time, denoted, if you will, or just a very special evening.
Yeah, talk about that for a second, because what a great guy Chris was. He's been around this program since I was in high school and even before that. I mean, just a really special person. If you ever got a chance to talk to him or got to know him, he was always positive. He always had a smile on his face, and man, did he love football.
So a special night, and then on the field tonight for Madison Central, a dominant performance, and then for the Colonels, some adversity. Curious to see how they respond here moving forward.
Yeah, every team faces it throughout the year. That's one thing that this game guarantees you is you're going to come against some adversity at some point, whether it's the form of injuries or the form of a loss or losses. But in the good teams respond. The good teams bounce back. The teams that have good leaders on their football team, they'll come back ready to work on Monday or whatever the schedule ends up being, if they're going to come in tomorrow and watch film or lift weights. And so you're really looking to gauge that early on as a head coach. And the players are looking for the same thing from the coaching staff, from their head coach, Coach McBroom, who's first-year head coach, his first loss as a head coach. So they're really looking for how he's going to respond. What's the attitude of the staff? What's the tone of a meeting? What's the tone of practice? Are we going to come out and continue to just evolve on what we've been doing? Are we going to come out and change a bunch of different things? And players are perceptive, and teenagers they pick up on things, and they know when something's not right or something's off. So if I'm Coach McBroom, we always I had a coach ask me one year. I was interviewing a coach, and he said, what happens if you come out and you lose the first 4 games of the season? And I was like, well, that's a strange question. But, in my head I thought about it. I'm like, if I've set my program values and I've set what I believe in, then we're going to continue to do those things. Like, we're not going to change. We're not going to do something different. We're going to continue to push with what we believe has got us to this point.
We will take a quick break. Colonels fall tonight to Madison Central. Be right back on Glycod.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wood one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For your surprisingly great home and auto rate, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. You're tuned in to Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
31-15 Madison Central over Oldham County. Now for a look at your most outstanding players from Anderson Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Visit their Crestwood location at 6159 West Highway 146 or online at andersonsales.com. And for Madison Central, got to go with their quarterback.
Yeah, Hagen Harrison, man, he's a special player running the football. He started the game strong. He finished the game strong with the big touchdown run in the first quarter, and just showed how explosive he could be, and showed why he's now the starting quarterback of this football team. And just special all across the board. Of course, those we could talk about it. All those big boys up front, but anytime a running back or somebody that's running the ball well earns that right, it's because of those guys up front.
And for Oldham County, a couple of contenders, we went with Jackson Elkins.
Yeah, we felt like that every time Sam was looking for somewhere to go with the ball, he found Jackson. He had the big touchdown in the first half, and just really, really sure-handed tonight. Could have gone with Sam Young, but in my mind, I'd like to see a little bit more out of the senior quarterback in a game like this. But anytime he threw the ball, he went to Jackson, and as I say that, I'm looking at Sam Young picking up pylons off the football field. So there's a true leader for you right there.
Very well said. Tonight's most outstanding players presented by Anderson Sales and Service. You can also nominate your favorite student athlete for Glycod's Most Outstanding Student Athlete Award. That information just now up on Glycod. Click the link for more information. Colonels, a big test next week. Curious to see how they respond as Bryan Station awaits.
Absolutely. It'll be another good test. You'll see what you're really made of next week if you're a Colonels.
Join us next week for more high school football on Glycod. Our crew will be at North Oldham as the Central Yellow Jackets will take on North Oldham. We'll have that one for you starting at 7 next Friday night. That'll do it from Buckner. The final score tonight, 31-15, Madison Central over Oldham County. Thanks to our great crew. Glycod senior producer was Steve Bird. Our on-site producer has been Jeff Cooper with DK Goss, our camera operator. For Joe Gamsky, I'm Chris LeVar. Good night from Bell Field and Chris Lander Stadium. You've been watching high school football on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Oldham High School's football. Tonight's game was brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service, outdoor equipment specialists who make your life easier. Thompson Heating and Cooling, where your comfort comes first. Roy's Body and Glass Shop, locally owned and operated with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. LaGrange Service Center, quality car care since 1964. Watts Home Center in LaGrange, design that feels like home. Metro Windows, State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilley. Robert Lane for Oldham County Sheriff. And by Lawson Financial.
For schedule information about upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.